Okay, now in this last area what we're going to do is go through and start setting up our reset button function. So we need a function, and this is our reset game. We had an event and we had a mouse event out here. We're not going to return anything back from this, so void, set up our curly braces. Let's come down a couple of lines. And the first thing is our reset button. We're going to set its visibility equal to false because we had just clicked on it. We don't need to see it anymore. Our instructions underscore text dot visible. We're going to make that equal to false. And basically what we're just going to do is go through and set up everything back to its original state. So the timer text visible is going to equal false. My game over text, let's make that equal to false. And I see up here I spelled this wrong, so let's go ahead and spell that correctly. Okay, our let's see, we need our min underscore text visible is going to equal false. Our seconds is going to equal false. Our milli text is going to equal false. Our score text going to equal false. Our title underscore MC, we want the visibility of this to equal true because we want to see our title again. We're going to set our count back to 120. Our seconds are going to equal 0. Now we don't need to go back through and declare these variables because they are already set up. Our minutes is equal to 0. Our milli equals 0. Our score, let's set that back to 0. My select target, we're going to set that back to true to start with. And my done, set that back to false. My X switch, number 1, we're going to make that equal to false. I'm going to copy this because we have a couple more switches out here. Number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's just change those numbers inside here again. All those are going to equal false to start off. My game over underscore text dot text field, I'm just going to make that equal to double quotes, so it's basically equal to nothing. My game over text dot visible, we want that equal to false, so we don't see that anymore. Our start button, we want to be able to see that again, so let's go ahead and set that to true. My instructions button, on the visible, want to set that back to true. the instructions button again. I want that blend mode to equal normal, because remember we set that to overlay before. And I want to take my instructions button and mouse enable and make that true again, because we had set that to false. Now on my target 1.y, I want that to equal 780, because when the game ended it might have been out on the stage somewhere and actually stopped. So now with that, we need our target 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's go ahead and get rid of these spaces in here as well. And let's set up our target 2. All these were sitting down at the bottom, so we could just go through and make sure each one is set up. Now my target 6, we are dealing with the x-axis now. So let's go ahead and change these to x. And on my x-axis, this was actually setting at 860. So let's go ahead and copy that. We got 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 7, 8, 9, and 10. And actually the number 7 was setting at a negative 70. 9 and 10 was also at a negative 70 to start with. And then also our ship.x equals a negative 70 to start with. So that should take care of all of our resets. So setting everything back. In the next video, oh, got an extra bracket down here. Keep forgetting I got those extra brackets at the bottom. In our next video, what we'll do is we'll go through and we'll check our syntax and make sure everything is set up, see what errors we have out there, get those fixed, and then we'll test the game. So we'll see you in the next video.